Randolph said about you?
He called you a troll.
Oh. Are you Tania Rodger?
Yes, I am.
Okay, do you maybe want to hang out?
Sure. Do you want to come upstairs?
Yeah, sure.
Come on up.
Let's take 5 with Tania Rodger.
I love watching movies. I also love hanging with people who are creative, and our team here are exceptionally skilled and talented. So that's a really nice way to always stay motivated and think creatively.
Would you say that there is a specific movie that got you into wanting to pursue this path?
Specific movie that might have motivated me into the industry? Not really. I think when I was growing up, we really didn't have access to films and TV much when I was younger, and so I got attracted into this industry once I came to Wellington for my studies.
How do you and Weta Workshop stay ahead of the curve?
It's really important for a business like ours to stay very relevant. Staying relevant means being really up to date with all the technology, particularly the latest technology. Some of the things that we do here, we use traditional skills, but today there's so much technology available to us. Think back to the early days, and sometimes I feel like I've lived 2 lifetimes in this industry. The thing I remember the most is the dedication that we put into establishing the business in the first few years, and the focus that we had to put on that. Felt that there was always an excellence to achieve, and I think that's one of the main focuses that's come right through to today.
What has been your favourite project that you've worked on with Weta?
But one for me that would be the most memorable, and I'll always hold quite dear to me, is working on Lord of the Rings. That was a journey for all of us involved, and for a lot of the crew, many of them had never worked on films before. But the most amazing thing about it was we got to experience seeing the things that we'd made, experiencing working with other departments in the film industry, and I think collectively it was just a memorable experience that I'll always look back on and say that it was part of my journey and part of my career.
What do you see as the future of special effects?
I would hope that filmmakers in the future will always consider that special effects are part of the process. I think it's really important. We do obviously a lot of physical effects, there are a lot of visual effects, and that is very much where the future's heading. But there's still a place for those physical effects, and I think there always will be. That's part of this sort of storytelling journey. To be involved in filmmaking in general, you just have to get out there and really throw yourself at those sort of projects, whether they're a big film project or a smaller project. You just have to be very enthusiastic and motivated.
What is something that you're most excited about for this year's New Zealand Youth Film Festival?
Looking forward to seeing what skill and talent's going to come out, which projects are going to be sort of standout projects. Love the energy, really love the energy that young people put into filmmaking and the processes, and I'm sort of excited to see what that will bring out in subject matter as well, and the storytelling. If I had to look back at my younger self and say what's the best advice to take, I would say you need to listen to people who are older and wiser, who've been there before, had some experience. I'd also say you need to have a big amount of resilience in you, because sometimes you need that when the times get tough on projects. You can be rewarded by the process, not always just the destination, and I think that's a really important skill to recognise, that sometimes people, it's all about where they get to, but in actual fact the process of getting there can be just as rewarding. So I'm really looking forward to the New Zealand Youth Film Festival, and mostly to see what's going to be presented that might specialise in using special effects, and so that's obviously the category that we sponsor, so we're really excited to see what might come of that.
It has been awesome talking to you today, Tania. Thank you so much.
Thank you, it's lovely to have you here.
Thank you so much, Tania, for having us and the rest of the Youth Film Festival group. It was an absolute pleasure. Don't forget to submit your entries at our website. Ka kite.